Okay, guys, I'm going to try to make this fast. I know the reading one was a little bit long, but you will have all of tomorrow without a video. All right, so descriptive details we've talked about. I don't think I have y'all writing this down. You're welcome to write it down in your notebooks if you have a place that you want to put it so that you keep it. We're in our writer's notebook. It is up on the wall. Make sure, remember I talked about the five senses, and I talked about making sure that your details are the importance that they are to support your claim. Don't just throw things in just for the heck of it. All right. We are not going to talk about this one really, but it's amazing facts. Okay, we can, I think I modeled that with Angie's. In fact, I know I did. So within hers, some of the amazing facts would be, and you don't have to be real specific. They can be general. Almost 1,000 participants. So amazing facts that you could come up with that support your claim. The N is narrative. I'll put the N on there. Narrative vignettes. It's a VIGNETTES, I think. I'll have to look that one up. Narrative vignettes. It's up on the wall. Y'all check the spelling of that. All right. Narrative vignettes are just like mini stories, and mini, MINI, short, tiny stories to support. You cannot write the whole thing as a story, and I will model that for you. C is comparisons. Okay, so comparisons are like similes, metaphors, and I can model that for you too if you need some help with that. And then examples. And the examples, once again, you have to ask that question. What's the importance of the examples? So my examples for Angie's triathlete eating healthy were the foods that she eats. And stretch these out. Do not put them in a list. No lists. Well, let's say instead of no, let me say few. Very few lists. Okay? All right. Pause that if you want to copy it down. If not, that's fine. Put it aside. But this is what we're working on today. So we're drafting right now. And those of you in the morning class, you've been drafting for several days. Those of you in the afternoon class, you just really got started yesterday. So I want you to continue drafting. And when you came to small group, hopefully you came to a group where I did talk about introductions, those thesis, the claims that you make, doing your, writing your main idea sentence starters. If I didn't, get this tabbed. Tell me when you come to small group today, whatever. But main idea sentence starters. This is a helpful page. This detail generating page is a helpful page. And also this intros page is a helpful page. There's always, they're cute and furry, sophisticated, and intelligent, playful, and independent. Without a doubt, cats are beautiful, easy to care for, and great company. These celebrities of the animal kingdom. So this one's talking about amazing facts, descriptive segment, quote. These are some examples that may help you think of ways that you can start your writing. And also don't forget to go to the mentor texts that are in here. So I'm going to go to this. All of us have people in our lives that we love, respect, and admire, a cherished parent, family. And that's similar to the way I started my paper with Angie. And I used that one, wouldn't you agree? So I've got my plan right beside me, and I have my paper ready to write. And I've already written the introduction, so I'm going to just go over that. Wouldn't you agree, ... I think I wrote that with my afternoon class. Wouldn't you agree that there are some inspiring people in the world? My husband, my mother, even teachers I work with are people I admire. But the person who is most inspirational to me is my daughter, Angie. She is a dedicated triathlete and a fantastic Starbucks manager. Then I indent. This is paragraph 2. This paragraph is all going to be about Angie is inspiring. So Angie is inspiring because she's a triathlete. Just write that sentence to get started. We can make it more creative as we start working with our revising and editing. But write that sentence. And then I say, Angie is inspiring because she is a triathlete. triathletes swim, bike, and run for many miles. Now, I did list it here and I went ahead and put it in the order, and that's okay. But now it's my role, and your role as an author is to go in and take swim and really write about swim. Go in and take bike and really write about bike. Go in and take run and really write about run. Don't just leave it as a list. Okay. If you list things, you need to stretch them out, unless it's like listing some food for some reason. So she's inspiring because she's a triathlete. Now, I'm going to start over, or I'm going to take this one and write with this one so y'all can see me do this. All right, Angie's inspiring because she is a triathlete. I wrote that sentence. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is that she trains hard. This is where I can get the swimming, biking, running. So I'm going to indent a little bit, and I'm going to start writing. I'm going to pause this so I can write it, and then you can just look at it. Actually, I'm going to start it, and then I'll pause it. All right, so I am not indenting. Oh, read, think, write. Read, think, write. Angie's inspiring because she's a triathlete. I am not indenting. I'm continuing this paragraph. One of the things triathletes, I'll try to print. I know y'all. Triathletes must do is train hard. Okay. Now I'm going to write this just straight from my plan first so I can show you how to go in and revise it. Trains hard. All right, here's my first thing. She swims, bikes, and runs every day. Okay. Many days she gets up at 3 or 4 in the morning. All right, I'm just taking this right from my plan. I'm going to pause it and finish so that we don't waste too much time here. Okay, I'm not going to write my whole paper right now for you, but what I wanted to do is just kind of show you how I kept on going. So let's go back to the beginning. Remember, our golden rule of reading or golden rule of writing is to think, write, read. Think, write, read. So one of the things triathletes must do is train hard. She swims, bikes, and runs every day. Many days she gets up at 3 or 4 in the morning. Her favorite running buddy is her black lab Jet. He is as worn out as she is when they return. Angie also rides her bike several times a week. So I'm going to keep on writing. I'll write about biking for a minute, a sentence or two. Then I'm going to write about swimming for a sentence or two. And then that's all that's done is taking care of training hard. Then I will go in. Another thing Angie has to do to be a strong triathlete is to eat healthy. Eating healthy is hard work. It's inspiring to me that she eats healthy. So I'm going to keep on writing, and it may end up a little different than that. But remember, I want to keep my thesis alive, and I want to work with this paragraph. This is one paragraph, and I'm going to write it really strong and long. Then I'll go in and write this paragraph really strong and long, support it with details, and then I'll put a conclusion. So make sure you're drafting. Use the resources that you have. Edit with each other and help each other out so you can get over the humps. Hope you have a great time writing. There will not be a video tomorrow in either reading or writing, so you'll have plenty of work time. Watch this video again if you need to so it can help you. Have a great day.